What's good? We're the Council of Comics, and it is the new Keys and Hot Comics episode 62. It's Monday, October 30th, 2023. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Council of Comics, welcome to the new Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, episode number 62. Like Phil said, we're going to talk some Loki, some Deadpool, new comics, new keys. Let's go!
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
It's good, Council of Comics. Welcome to the new Keys and Hot Comics of the Week. It's where we go over all the new keys, new books, talk comic books every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. If you're out there on the West Coast, you know how we do. If you have not hit that subscribe button, please hit that subscribe button now. Half of you that are watching are not subscribed. And I would love for you to subscribe. The rest of the council would love for you to subscribe because we're slowly grinding on our way up to the 1,000 mark. And
I'm
speaking
making
of
this prediction. We're going to get over 700 at ICON.
listen, I'm here for it. We only need about 70 for that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm here for that.
If all 70 of those people vote.
Wow. Move it up.
Yeah. And speaking of the loyal council, Cliff, Phil, and Green Shirt Guy, how are you today?
Doing good.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I
very
see the
good.
only person who did the writing, the homework for last week was Larry Jackson.
Hey, he gets a duck, right?
But yeah, well, no, listen, like I said, no one who watched the show, but he's the only one who actually did it. I'm gonna give it to him.
Nice. Evil's Comics is in the house. What up,
Mike.
Evil? Chilling. Angry Otter's in the house. Howdy, all you crazy cool kids.
What's
Oh,
up? What's up?
All right, so this is the last show of the month.
Yep.
So if you guys have been watching, you know we do duck races every week. People have been collecting ducks. So now we're going to do one race in a few. And what's going to be the hashtag, Cliff?
finale.
Hashtag finale. So let me get a banner up here for you guys. So be like, hey, what is it? What's the thing? What's the thing? No, it's hashtag finale.
I felt like it was appropriate for this month. We finished Actual Dracula. This is the last live of October 2023. I feel like finale is appropriate.
All right. So hashtag finale to be entered into the contest. I'm going to do the little quick intro thing that I do, and then we're going to do the race. I got 7 in there, so there should be 7 people with hashtag finale. Let me show you what we're going to win. Cliff's got some extra stuff to add in here, too. Of course, we have 1 through 6 of Grifter and Midnighter, the full series. Very dope. A lot of big things coming from them. You also get Star Wars #1 special edition from the Marvel series. Very, very nice. And you get Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #120, the 25th anniversary issue. Cliff, what are you adding to this?
I am adding in these fabulous
Nice.
Virgin, Scorch, and King Spawn variants.
Yes, those were very, very nice. Excellent. So that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10 books.
That's
You get
10 bucks.
10 books, my friend.
Cannot beat that.
All right, so you guys see that. Hashtag finale to be entered in the contest. Write it in the comments. We're gonna
Oh
do
my
one
God.
race.
Oh my God, really, Black? Oh my God, no.
Shout out to Black Crown Comics. There's that one. Angry Otter started off. The rest of you guys, let's get that hashtag finale up in there, and I'm gonna do a little thing real quick. All right. Dun, 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 dun. The Young at Heart Foundation. Oh, I gotta get this out of here. I got
Other box.
I got
Other box.
Boom. The Young at Heart Foundation. Shout out to our boy Mike that we met out in California. He has a great organization out there. I'm blocking Green Shirt Guy. I'm sorry, Green Shirt Guy. I'll be done in a second. I just have to have that banner up there. Look at look at him. You see him a little peeking through there.
Right, I do stuff like that every time. I just don't know.
Oh, Larry, you messed it up. You can't have the space.
Yeah, Larry, you gotta fix that one. Put another one there without the space. So Young at Heart Foundation, a good friend Mike that we met out there in California. He has a great organization where they help out the kids, and they kids that are going through transplants and other procedures. And what you can do is you can either sponsor a Hope Kit or become a donor or become both. The buttons are right there. The Hope Kit is 100% tax deductible. If you want to get in touch with Mike, you can give him a call at 323-396-9998, or you can email him at info@youngatheartfoundation.com. So do something good for the kiddies and get in touch with Mike.
And get in touch.
Of course, Alternaverse. Alternaverse is
You're
our favorite
breaking
comic
up.
book shop. Where's it at? It's in Hyde Park. It's where we do all the filming, where you see all our skits, our new comic book day. It's going to catch up. Don't ever cut me off again. That's a joke. I'm sorry. Not too much.
Someone got spicy.
Sorry, I was a little spicy right there. Because I'm talking about Alternaverse. You can't cut me off when I'm talking about Alternaverse. It's our favorite comic book shop. It's located at 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. The phone number 845-233-4234. If you want to get in touch with Anthony, you can also email him at alternaverse2@aol.com, and the website is alternaverse.net. And they have the best selection of comics, cards, and toys for the Hudson Valley, and all the comics are bagged and boarded. How many times I gotta say it? All the comics are bagged and boarded. Who does that? Who does that? Remember our channel, Council of Comics. There we are. We're at 633. All these wonderful videos that we have up there. We put in work. Look at all these videos. We put in so much work. And that's just one tab. Let's go over to the... Oh, no. Let's go over to the live tab. We have a whole bunch of lives that you can go back. Tons of film reviews. Look at that. All that. So it's a lot of stuff out there for you guys. Just hit that subscribe button.
Just go back to our
and
earliest lives if you want to have a really good laugh.
Get over here.
I was gonna say 790 videos.
And some of them actually belong to the Council of Comics.
Yeah.
Because
I'd say
prior
about
to
half of them
2021,
to that
it's
council.
all SVR. Sorry, Green Shirt Guy, you're going to be boxed again.
That's
December 9th
Finally.
is the 14th annual Toys for Tots Toy Drive at Alternaverse. If you're local, please come out and plan to attend. We'll be there 12 to 6. The Marines will be joining us. We've got board games galore as raffle prizes, door prizes, silent auction items. We got silent auction comics, even for the occasion, which none of them are with me, but except one of them is. Look at that Venom. Look at that Venom Legacy number 150.
Right.
Beautiful. And the other ones are not with me, but they were donated by John. He's a great guy. Some really great horror covers. There's even more that he donated to Jim, so they'll be available as part of the silent auction. And of course, if you wish to help us with donating raffle items or silent auction items, you can mail them directly to Alternaverse in Hyde Park. Just write Toys for Tots in the box and stick a note in it with what you would like us to do with it. Or if you just want to donate toys, and we'll throw the toys in the toy box. We really appreciate you. And I'm not going to shut up about this till December. Thanks.
And
Well, alrighty then.
and you can come get our special print that I'm doing too.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Dazzler cover.
Let's talk a little bit before we do a race, because I don't see that many hashtags in there. I want to give everybody the chance to get in here and do it. Hashtag finale contest overall show.
Mike went.
Um,
Your mic cut out.
my mic.
Or suddenly you were inside of a bottle.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Maybe this. When I do this,
I don't know.
mic check. Still sound good?
Yeah, he's still
Fine
sending
now.
it.
All right. Donate so I can buy a better mic.
Yeah.
I'm having all these mic problems. All right. Loki. Everybody seen Loki, right?
I have not yet.
Still one behind.
I'm like the last one behind.
No.
I'm like, yeah. So I have
I
not
wasn't
watched
home this
it yet.
weekend.
Oh no.
Did a college game. I had to watch a movie, and then I did the sectional final on Sunday. So
What is it? Only 4 episodes this season?
6.
Is it 6?
Oh, there are 6?
It's 6.
Yeah.
It's 6.
There's
Okay.
2 to go.
Yeah, I'm still behind. Maybe I'll watch them
So-
tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow. But
So, I don't want to spoil it for you guys.
then
But
don't.
all I'll say is this face right here of Loki. Something really, really bad happens.
Okay.
Something really, really bad happens, and it's debatable that it. Without spoiling, I don't know. Like,
Do you guys care if it's spoiled for you? Because, you know,
I mean, yeah, a little bit. But
I
can-
mean-
but it was really great. It left us on a hell of a cliffhanger. And next topic.
yeah, you guys gotta watch that. I don't want to ruin it for you
all right.
because it's
Yeah.
it's cinematic level. It's cinematic level, and Loki's king of the hill right now. It's great. It's great. All right. So this came out today. Deadpool 3 is about the TVA picking up the prime versions of each hero to create a multiversal army to fight the Kangs. And they picked Hugh Jackman's Wolverine to recruit, but he's not fully on board.
But is that the real plot?
That is
That's
not
one of
the real.
rumors that I think
I
it
don't
sounds
think
pretty
it's the real
right.
plot.
I
think
don't
it
think
sounds
that's
pretty
going to
right.
be the real plot.
So you
No,
don't
I
like
think-
that?
No, not
Uh,
only do I not like it, it doesn't feel right. The alleged plot that we already got feels more realistic.
And this sounds
Like
murky.
what? What's the alleged plot?
The one where like Magneto took over everything in that X-Men universe and they need to stop him, so he recruits Wolverine. And maybe there's something about the TVA in there.
Well,
too.
TVA is in the movie. What's his face is in the movie as one of the leads. Owen Wilson.
Oh, that's neat. Okay.
He's in the movie. So they must know about the Kangs already. So
But you know what? Like, but then why get involved in a very X-Men heavy plot, right?
collecting with Durs. Hello, my beautiful homies and massive legends. Oh, thank you, Durs.
Thank you, Durs.
That's much appreciated. Much appreciated.
I know Durs wants to win these tonight. He wants
Yeah.
in that, that's for sure.
Yeah, he got his hashtag in there. He got it in there.
Well, I don't know if that's going to be like the plot either. That's a little sketch.
Well, this movie's supposed to help set up like Secret Wars in the next Kang movie. Like Avengers 5 and
Fimble,
Avengers
welcome.
6. John Fimble, what up? Fimble, you got to get in that hashtag finale. Get it in there.
I'm willing to bet that Owen Wilson is involved, the TV is involved, but it's about the Fox universe going off the rails and not literally Kang, but it will be interesting if one of the things we see at the resolve of the movie is the X-Men universe went off the rails because of Kang, and therefore, you know, Deadpool and Owen Wilson and whomever else survives the experience are then alerted to, oh no, there really are more of him. This is really getting out of hand.
Mm.
Don't blame King the Conqueror for Hollywood's errors. Okay?
Right?
Yeah.
Evil says,
Actually,
why?
missed minutes. Wouldn't that be great? It was like it was that bitch. Ah!
Yeah. Say why Wolverine? Why Deadpool going after Kang? Here's
Right,
my thought on this though. Ryan Reynolds signed a major contract with Marvel Studios, a Nick Fury type contract for like over 10 movies. Like he's supposed to be the next mainstay of the MCU. That's why they're bringing in Q and all. They're making this movie. This movie is going to be huge. Huge. It's possible it can make $2 billion. I think it could be bigger than Spider-Man No Way Home.
I think it'll go over $1 billion.
So,
And for an R-rated movie to do that again, you know.
Yeah. And Ryan Reynolds is a big part, and Hugh Jackman is the biggest of the Marvel.
I think they're gonna
Marvel
leak
movies.
a whole like if that's like I think this is almost like let's just like leak some BS to keep the buzz about Deadpool.
Yeah.
Right, because since Deadpool's now a little tiny bit off track,
Yeah.
they need to keep us interested.
Evil says Deadpool is gonna be the face of the MCU, not like the face of the MCU, but like he's gonna be like the Stan Lee of the MCU,
I could see that him having a
making
cameo in
cameos everywhere. You know what
that
I mean?
could see.
So they're setting him up big. Hugh, his last movie is gonna be movie's gonna be Secret Wars. That'll be the last time you see his character. From what I get, there are rumors that he's supposed to like continue on because they're rebooting this whole thing. Not DC rebooting, but like the way Marvel Comics reboots stuff. You know what I mean? Like after say the last Secret Wars. Remember the last Secret Wars, Hickman?
Right, but that's the comic book version.
Right. Right.
The movie version is gonna be like a DC reboot. It's gonna be.
You think they're gonna completely change everything?
Yes, because they're really kind of suffering not having their mainstays, not having an Iron Man, not having a Captain America. I think we're gonna see a severe.
But is
reboot.
that the fault? Is that the fault of the characters, or is that the fault of the people who created these movies?
The fault of the people who created the movie.
I think the MCU could have been even better than Iron Man and Captain America if they put the same amount of heart that they put into those characters into the other characters.
Probably,
like
but
Shang-Chi
also,
yeah, if they would have put the
Black
same
Widow
amount of effort
or
into those,
the Eternals,
they would be okay.
I don't think they put less effort. I think it's just they're not as
Stretched out, they're stretched thin, maybe
mainstream enough for people to get excited about. Is that fair? They're picking all these ones. They're like, okay, we're gonna do different things with this here, or this phase, whatever. So they.
I mean, Guardians was clearly one of the hits of like, well, no one's really heard of this, right?
Shout out Brian
Right.
LCS in the house.
And even Ant-Man did well with a lot of people going, I don't know what Ant-Man is,
I
right?
like Ant-Man, man.
I like Ant-Man. I like all three Ant-Mans. You know?
I like the fact that a small character like Ant-Man had to go up against a beast like Kang. I like that idea.
I thought that was pretty cool, and I wish people gave that movie more credit.
I think in the future, in the long run, that movie is going to be liked a lot more.
Which one? The last one?
The Quantumania one.
If
leave that up,
3 hadn't come out this year, I would have said that was the best Marvel movie of the year.
Yeah.
But Guardians is just, to me, is a little bit better.
No, Guardians was way better.
I think when you
Guardians
go
had
back,
a couple things that I didn't like, but overall it was a better movie.
Right, I know, but like it had less things not to like than Ant-Man, but I'm very forgiving of Ant-Man because I thought the acting was spectacular. I thought the chemistry between Michelle Pfeiffer and Jonathan Majors was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was great.
I thought it did great at setting him up as a villain, even though there was a few wonky things I didn't like. And you know, I hold that movie still in fairly high regard.
I think that movie's going to be big because I think, remember when he got sucked into that thing? I think he comes out as Beyonder Kang.
I know, man, but this is not like comic books where all of a sudden the value is going to increase exponentially.
No, think about it though. There's been movies that we thought back then were like, and we kind of love right
Well,
now.
I'll tell you what. One movie that got a little more value for me rewatching it later into the MCU was the Avengers, because the fact that there were dudes who didn't listen to Nick Fury on the invasion of New York and then be like, oh my God, they were Hydra agents. They were taking Hydra orders. You know, Hydra was like, don't listen to Nick. Go in and nuke.
Evil says, honestly, that's where the decline with MCU started in my eyes, when they killed off Tony and basically Cap. After that, everything has been hit or miss. Yes.
Kind of true, yeah.
And Robert Downey Jr. did not want his character to die.
You know, that's a little bit like, you know what, we kind of said it, like Endgame was like its own thing, where everything else, they actually had like some comic book that they tore a page out of and used.
Like the splash scene in the battle.
Or like just the idea, like, hey, this Infinity Gauntlet idea, like this war, like we could work with this. Like,
yeah.
And I think Endgame was the one where, well, we got all that stuff to work with. Let's just go on our own thing. And that's kind of where, like, that is a good point. There was a little bit decline. Like, like even like watching it, like you got to change the whole rules for time travel to make your story work. Might not be the tightest of stories.
And then Secret Wars is going to be a whole nother level, because now the pull in for Secret Wars is that it's not just every character that's just in the MCU. It's every character from all Marvel movies.
They're gonna flash us.
I don't know if we're gonna see. I don't know how much
every single. We're gonna see a lot though.
I think we're gonna see a lot in Deadpool.
I think Deadpool will be the tip of the iceberg. Henry Otter says, I'm just waiting for an Inferior 5 movie. Come on, DC. Show Marvel how it's done.
Listen, I don't put that past James Gunn. I do not put that past James Gunn.
Brian LCS says, it's hard to top Endgame, such an amazing story arc over so many films. Tough to recapture that.
True.
They could have
recaptured that
in
Endgame.
Maybe that should have been like, yeah, there's our period on this.
Yeah.
No, right. And then they could have started again after that. They could have just started setting up Kang immediately, right? Just plant little seeds.
It was like a little bit of like a dull.
Disney Plus messed it up.
What if we get 3 or 4 movies from now, and then you find out they have been?
They have been. I believe they have been.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's just Disney Plus really messed them up.
That thing that little thing at the end of Shang-Chi is Kang.
Yeah.
The little thing at the end of this
is
Kang.
Yeah, they have been. They know what the problem was it got Disney Plus wasn't working. People weren't enjoying it as much as the films, and Jonathan Majors got into some problems.
I don't know. Some of those Disney Plus shows are good. I know people.
Yeah, I feel it stretched them thin.
No, it did. Let's be honest. Let's look at the Disney Plus scenario for Marvel and Star Wars. They bombarded us, right?
Yeah, they did.
But we asked for it, so how can we complain?
We did ask for it. I agree with you, Green Sugar.
That's also them like being competitive. Let's face it, too. They're bombarding us.
But who are they competing with? They own everything.
Oh, they're competing with Amazon. They're competing with Netflix. That's their competition.
Look,
HBO Max,
but competing with DC.
They're not really competing with DC. When someone is lagging behind you, you're not worried.
When you say they were stretched thin, it's not like they use the same directors and writers to write those as they're doing the movies. That's it's the same umbrella, but it's a separate entity. It's not like
we learned a lot about that after the fact, right?
Yeah.
But
I don't think WandaVision was the strongest. I liked it, but I didn't think it was the strongest.
But I thought it was strong. It ends very strong.
It does.
I thought WandaVision was good.
The Captain and Winter Soldier one for me is one of the better.
The Captain Winter Soldier one was excellent, and I feel underrated. I thought that was great.
And I really liked what was the one after
Hawkeye. I liked Hawkeye.
Hawkeye was good.
Hawkeye excellent.
Hawkeye was good. Loki's been good.
I like Loki.
I love
Loki was good, but Loki did not leave me with strong feelings, even though it gave us, it basically ushered in Kang, right? But with the exception of that, and I like the actors and I like Sylvie, but it didn't make me feel anything. And it's funny, WandaVision was one of the strongest for me. It gave us West Coast Avengers vision. You know, it gave us Wanda having the breakdown. It gave us
Agatha.
Photon, right? It gave us
Agatha.
Agatha.
It was Agatha all
I
along.
agree. The first 3 episodes are really like, it's one of those things. Like that one is one of the shows where the 3-episode wait for things to happen was hard, right? But
That was
other
Marvel
than that-
experimenting with like the genre type thing. Can we make
And
a
I'm okay with that.
70s show?
I know I'm okay with that too,
I
but
didn't hate it. It was, to me, it wasn't the strongest one.
I didn't see. I'll be honest. I have not
also
watched
feel-
She-Hulk yet, and I have not watched.
I think I want to go
Marvel one
back
yet.
and watch She-Hulk.
I can't
I
wait.
want to
Maybe
watch
it's
them
better
both. I want to go back in.
She-Hulk makes me
It-
sad. There's some things I love about She-Hulk. There's some episodes I love from She-Hulk, and then like I didn't even mind the ridiculous level of fourth wall breakage in the final episode, but I felt like the wrap up was like,
I just
I
didn't
think
like
that was like
CGI.
why I
I
didn't
don't know.
get to
I
them.
really-
I think it's
I
like
didn't
too
care for
much.
the end.
It becomes
we got-
too much.
We got 10 people up in there. Let's get that hashtag finale. We're gonna do that
Right.
spin. Hashtag finale. The comments. Evil says
Come on, I only see 6
this
people in
Kang
here.
phase is all over the place. Not a whole lot is connected like the Thanos one. Very true. Very true. Larry
I
says,
feel like the Loki series now is kind of its own branch of everything, whereas the other ones were they're trying to connect the entire universe. Whereas Loki feels like it's its own thing and it's leading to other things, but it's if you just watch that, you can enjoy that for what it
yeah,
is.
you can watch it for what it is.
You know what I
Larry
mean?
says, yeah, but
and we
you know,
completely glossed over Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was good too.
Moon Knight was
Larry-
good too.
Larry says, yeah, but the building up to Secret Wars with all these garbage movies shows nothing excitement leading up to the build up. Yeah, they got to do a little better build up. Evil says, my view is the focus more on the show. Angry Otter says they paid billions for the rights. They're going to try to pull as much cash out of the intellectual property as they can, as quick as they can. They paid billions, but they've also made their billions back. They've made their billions back. They paid what? How much did they pay for Fox?
Oh,
rest of it.
I think it was $4 billion, right?
Yeah, they owned Marvel already. They paid
Which- In hindsight, is a song for, buying that much property.
yeah.
I mean, they made it back. Think about how much they made back just owning The Simpsons.
Eric,
Ah!
shout out to Eric. Eric says Hawkeye is my new Christmas tradition.
Valid.
Boom.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So, all right, real quick, books that we read last week. We got books.
Ew.
I'll go through quick. Predator versus Wolverine was
Big books.
was great. This is
Okay.
great.
I didn't read that one.
This is great stuff here. Wolverine and Team X have to go against like 5 Predators, and it's pretty dope. X-Men Days of Future Past was really good. This was the last issue. So it goes right up to Days of Future Past. Right up to what that is. And it's really, really good. I'm probably going to reread this. That's how good it was. Spider-Man. Oh, no. I lost one.
I gotta read
Spider-
Spider-Man still. How was it though? It's good.
It was good. It's basically just Spider-Man trying to contain Wreck Rap, and they go to the Goblin Queen, tell her like she needs to rein him in because he's causing all this damage, and she gets this Limbo Beast out to capture all the ones that like the Insidious 6 and all them.
Okay.
But the Beast recognizes Peter at the end, says his name, but we don't know who he is. Ed McGuinness's art though, phenomenal.
Always.
Phenomenal art. Something's Killing the Children. Another great one. You guys that like that kind of monster type fighting book, you gotta read this book. It's great. It's by James Tynion the Fourth. He also has another great book. Dark X-Men was really good.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't read
Arc-
Dark X-Men, but
Gambit just murdered Archangel, correct? Like Archangel's dead.
Kinda.
Yeah, Archangel's dead now. Because Gambit was like, I'm sorry, I gotta do this.
Miss
to you."
Marvel. I read that one.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel. I caught up on Miss Marvel. And,
Yo,
Realm
we
of
got
X.
12 people in the chat. Put in hashtag finale.
Hashtag finale, my friend. What else?
Guys, did anybody else read this one? Like
Yes.
Dracula?
Yes.
I think Dracula was my favorite book
Dracula
of the
was
week
pretty
so
good.
far. It
Yeah.
definitely channels some Arkham Asylum artwork style going
Yeah,
on. And
very much with the Renfield character.
yeah.
It is really,
You know,
really
it's
good.
funny. It was
Also
so,
written by Tinian.
Yeah, but the art knocked it out because the art stayed absolutely true to the Bela Lugosi Dracula.
Yeah.
Right? Like I thought that was so cool that it like maintained that feel. I thought that was
With
great.
with the Renfield character, like they figure out if they just do something to his blood, if they take out his blood and replace it, and he flips out. He's like, no, you can't take, and you kind of like feel bad for him. Like when he's crying out for his like, master, come help me. And I'm like, is Dracula gonna be like the hero in this? Like, it's pretty wild. But that was great. Void Rivals was great again. A little slower this time around.
I got this one.
Yeah, you see how they're building up that Transformers because there's a bunch of Quintessons in here. But this was really good. And the first arc of Conan the Barbarian, phenomenal. Phenomenal. If you are a fan of Conan, the artist De La Torre, he has figured out a way to give you that classic Conan from back in the days. The way he's drawing it, like I forget what the guy's name was. It Thomas that drew him?
Of Conan?
Yeah, I'm failing as historian right now.
What does Larry say? Larry says
Sam, it was like Barry Windsor, right? Like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Long.
Yeah, but like before him
was, I think it was Thomas. I think Thomas was.
But honestly, I feel like this has actually been going with the Barry Windsor Smith vibe mostly.
Yeah, so good, like so good.
Catwoman was like, I think last week's Catwoman, but that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Batman and Catwoman are going to turn out to have like a common enemy besides each other, so maybe he won't have to beat her down a little bit. Really, this book here was phenomenal.
Monica?
I ended up picking this up at Barnes and Noble.
Is it a hardcover?
Yeah, it's hard. It's like a hardcover too.
Larry Jackson says, Sam, you guys, how many books do you guys actually own? Cliff, y'all got to be in the thousands.
Yep.
Well, according to my to my cover price, I have about 7,000 books.
Oh, I'm over that.
So
the last time I updated my CLC, I was over 9.
I haven't even I just started, maybe I'll get into looking into that, doing an app or something like that. And I haven't done it. The other hardcover, this book right here, another excellent book, early Miyazaki right here.
Nice.
Loved it.
Cliff, what about you?
What about me?
How many books do you own?
How
many books?
I mean, I'm well over 9,000. I was at 9,000 when I was 30. So who knows? And in the last year, I've added 1,000 comics.
Well, see this one right here. This is 1, 2, 3. It's 4 shelves, basically 5 short boxes and a half per shelf. So I mean, that's just one of them. I got one here, and
I've been thinking about a drawer like that because right now I got them all in short boxes.
You better rein it in now, Phil.
I got short boxes with the drawer. I got the housing. But I'm up to 10 of those.
Design it out now, because before you know it, you will be overrun. It is a burden beyond all comic collectors know out there. It's nice that you own all these books, but it becomes such a huge burden.
Well, every once in a while, you're like, oh, maybe I don't need to keep that anymore.
Cliff, it's come a burden for you because you've had a few times where you were like, I'm being overwhelmed by all these boxes.
That is because I have my collection versus a hoarding problem versus family members that don't respect boundaries when they dump stuff at your home. So
that's
and that's as much as I'm putting personal business out there. But just remember, clifoncomics.com. I'm running sales. I'm offering free shipping on items that are when you make purchases of $50 or more. And use coupon code SUPER where you can get a third mystery box for free when you order 2. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It's $2 off each mystery box. It's not really free. Sorry about that. But go visit. Help me out because I can't afford
Cliff
the copy.
out. Help the man out. Larry says, wait, that dry book had he's talking about Quintessence. Yeah, it was in Void Rivals. They actually had all 4 of them. Trevor Shipping Group says, sold my collection in 2016, went from less than 500 to 3,500 last year, coming back. God bless the dollar bins.
Dollar bins
Yes,
are real.
sir. Yes, sir. Fimble says his house is getting smaller. All right.
Probably like
So-
what you'll end up doing is having like a dollar bin sale at one of those things, like throw a couple
Yeah.
boxes out.
Yeah, make a few bucks here and there. You do like me, organize your collection, sell it as a collection. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna do. I just want to get rid of it. Not that I hate it, but like they're books I really don't want to have. I have my own personal collection, and I'd be happy to sell it to somebody who wants it for cheap. You know what I mean? Go enjoy. Start your collection with my collection. All right. So before we get into the key books, let's do this race. I'm gonna give you
How many
30
minutes?
seconds. Huh?
No, it's not. We're not doing the race. We're doing the last hashtag.
Oh, we're doing the last hashtag. Yeah. Not race.
Okay.
Sorry.
So
Um,
are we doing the race today? Or are we not doing the race? Today?
No, we are. We're
No,
doing
we
it
do the
at
race.
the end of the
We're
show.
doing the race towards the end. Yes.
Oh, okay.
There
So
we
you
go.
got hashtag finale. Here we go. Do gonna win today. Gonna win today. Angry Otter gets a duck. Congratulations, Angry Otter.
Oh
You
man,
got a duck.
he was feeling it too.
You got a duck. Now stick around to the end of the show after we do these keys and new books, and we're gonna have the race. All right.
Looking
All right.
forward to it.
Let's get into it. Let me get to it. Let me get this spanner out of here. All right, new keys of the week. Number 1.
Wow. Red light number 1.
Red light number 1.
Read about
Cost you
that. One.
$4. This one doesn't even have any key facts. Can you believe it?
It's
Can you believe
Did you read about it or no?
No.
No. Well, go ahead.
Sounds interesting. It's an erotic thriller mystery, if I remember the way it was tagged. AI prostitute, more or less, is thinks that's all she's good for, and she befriends somebody else that works in the brothel, and then they both try to escape, more or less, and then you find out why she was created. Apparently there's some mystery as to why she was created in the first place. All right. There's your synopsis. It sounds interesting. I have to look at the artwork before I decide.
That's from AWA. Next up, Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 10. First team appearance of the Bad Batch.
Hell yeah.
Council key. For me, that's a key right there. The Bad Batch. I love the Bad Batch. If you watch the Bad Batch show, you know why I love the Bad Batch. They're the best clones out there, along with Rex.
This is
I mean,
before
that-
this is before our boy left him too.
Yeah. So I'm very, very, very high up on this. It says cover not final, so that might not be the final cover, but there's always 2 covers for that.
And that's the
Aquaman.
other one, both.
Yeah. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom special number 1. It's the one-shot prelude to the upcoming film. And
Yeah, I think we can officially say
Yeah.
no one cares about the one shot.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Anybody care
Yeah.
about the upcoming film?
No one. No, I was
Not
gonna
at
say.
all.
I'm like Black Adam put some work in with those multiple one shots before the movie came out, and no one gave a damn except me. Like, so I think it's done with.
Next up, Batman, Catwoman, the Gotham War, Scorched Earth number 1. This cost you $6.
Oh my god!
I feel like that's covered
Am I
but
the
done.
only- Can the rest of you like finally admit that this was just like a garbage story?
I can now, yeah. Like I was kind of disappointed in this. Like it's like led into like Catwoman. like her story arc leading into this was kind of good, and it does kind of good. Like it kind of let me down. Yeah.
Wow, that's sad. I've only been following the Batman parts because I don't buy the other parts. But
Same.
yeah,
It had like a good idea too, but then it got.
yeah, I like the idea of it, but it looks like didn't work out. Next up, Return of Superman, 30th anniversary special #1. This will cost you $10, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
there's this edition. There's the foil edition. There's the 4 Reign of the Superman tribute covers by fabulous artists.
Nope.
And they're each $10, except for the foil, which is I believe is a little more.
Nope.
So yeah,
Might be able to get like the originals for $10.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying you can get the originals for right. You can get all 4 originals for $10, easily.
That's not George Perez, is it?
No, that's Dan Jurgens
Yeah.
Jorgen, that's what it is. Yeah.
and Brett Breeding. Of course.
So it's
I mean,
revisiting the
fabulous
death of
cover.
Superman from 4 different perspectives. Cameo and mention
wait,
of a
is-
new villain.
And no, and by the way, that's wrong, right? Because,
What?
or it's a little bit wrong because we already did the tribute to the death of Superman. This is the tribute to the return of Superman. Maybe they're revisiting
yes.
4 different perspectives
Yeah.
on him coming back.
Maybe.
Still not
Maybe.
buying it.
Listen,
Next
I
up,
would
look.
take one.
This look.
Next up, Blood Commandment #1. This will cost you
This
$4.
This book has Mark Miller's stamp of approval.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
I
this-
was reading
and-
on this, and this looks good too.
And this dude is the artist, the writer, everything. He is a one-man show on this book. This
And there's multiple
Simon,
covers
whatever
on
his name
this, too.
is.
That might
Who
have
else
to
is
get
on
picked up.
There's multiple covers on this. There's a Last of Us homage cover too.
Okay.
Hmm,
But as far as
very nice.
the main book, the cover, the interior, everything, all him.
Very nice.
And it's a
Next
father
up,
and son horror story.
it's Jeff, the Jeff verse #1
No.
collection of stories from the digital series.
Nope.
Is there anyone out there who's dying for this?
Nope.
Nobody.
I don't think so.
Nobody.
I'm sorry.
Next,
I'll get this.
Spider Boy #1, first solo series featuring Spider Boy, first appearance of Gutterball, a bowling themed villain.
Yep. This
Okay.
one's the winner.
Yeah.
This one is the winner.
Except everyone's gonna have this book, so
It's
not-
selling
Well,
out.
I'm gonna say the variants are already selling out left and right. It is a real thing.
That's the Virgin. That's the 1-in-1. You're still doing this Virgin 1-in-100 thing. You're still doing it. Still doing
And
it.
it's not full, and it's not truly virgin because if you scroll down, unless it's the bat, they chose the wrong picture. It's still got some trade dress on it.
What is this?
You clicked on a different one.
It's like a Planet Fitness one.
Planet Fitness one.
Uh-oh. That's the 1 in 50? That's what you chose
Click
for
the
a
one-
1 in
click the 1 in
50?
100, and it's still got trade dress on it. So then either that or they put the wrong picture up.
No, hold on. Click it? What's it gonna?
Yeah, look, see, you still got the Marvel down there, which
That's it?
shouldn't have.
It's just that.
And well, in the before on the smaller picture, it still had the title on the side too. So it's not truly
Yep,
virgin.
that's how they do us, ladies and gentlemen. That's how they do us. Oh, wait. No, you went too far. You went too far. Next up, Ultimate Universe #1. This will cost you $7. It's the one shot that will launch a new line of Ultimate Universe titles.
Nope, don't care.
I'm torn.
No, you
I'm
should get
torn.
it, Sam. And by the way, did you all see the reveal
I'm
of Ultimate Spider-Man?
No.
All right, so it's Peter Parker.
He's got Mary Jane. Yeah.
father, right? He's got Mary Jane, the 2 kids, and he gets bit by the spider. Now, I think this is because this world's Reed Richards is the one who knows things. I suspect that he knows that Peter was supposed to become Spider-Man and tries to undo some of what, the what was it? The maker did
The
right?
maker, yeah.
That's my speculation. So Peter gets it as a married adult, and now the whole with great power there must also come great responsibility becomes a whole family affair.
Nah.
And that
But
means that
I
the
think
daughter
it's very
won't have
interesting.
powers.
I think it's a fantastically bold move on their part.
I thought they were gonna bring back the clone that they had from the other. Remember?
Yeah, but that's over. Like that's not.
No,
the
I
ultimate.
know, but I feel like that never got a conclusion. Like Peter Parker
The
actually came
conclusion
back.
is that world died in Secret Wars, and Miles.
No, you
That's the
lie.
That's the conclusion.
Next up, White Widow #1 variant covered
Really
by
don't care.
Adam Hughes.
I'm sorry. The winner of the White Widow variant is Archer. His White Widow cover is fabulous, but people do love Adam Hughes. I'm not gonna knock it.
This is the 1 in 25. So
No, don't care.
but that's not White Widow.
Right.
No.
That's Natasha, right?
Yep.
There's White Widow.
Still don't care. Just don't care.
I like her. I really like her character in the MCU though, because what's her face? Pew plays an excellent White
Good
Widow.
old Florence.
Yep, she does great. Next up, Faceless and the Family #1. A nomad simply known as Faceless and a group of fellow wanderers attempt to survive the wasteland of their home plane.
Ooh, but
Faceless, huh? Not too high on that art. It's giving me what is it giving me? I can't
it's giving you
remember the name of it.
facelessness.
It looks like
Yeah.
I-
Well, those are the keys, guys. Which keys are y'all gonna get? Keys list been getting smaller week by week. Wonder why. But did we skip? We skipped over Action Comics, huh? Was that up there
that's
before?
Was that up there?
Action Comics #1061. Debut of Bizarre. No,
why?
Bizarro's
that
new
was not up there
powers.
before.
And Jason Aaron debuts on Superman.
No,
it's
don't
not
care.
Superman.
Oh, those fingers look weird.
Maybe it's AI.
Yeah. no.
AI doesn't know how to do fingers.
No, AI. That's
All right,
not
let's
AI,
move on to
that's
cover.
perspective.
It was a joke. All right. Cover price top 10. At #10, we got Wolverine #36.
It's
First appearance
still
of the
here.
Hellverine. Still rocking these charts. Still here. Still here. Oh, Collecting with Durst has got a rock for the night. Rock out for the night, dudes. Have a banger evening, y'all. We will, Durst. Thank you for coming on through. Thank you for coming on through. #9, we have Omega Man #3. This is the first appearance of Lobo. A lot of Lobo talk. At #8, we have a new entry, Fantastic Four Volume #1, #244. This is the first appearance of Frankie Ray.
Nope. And it's first appearance of Frankie Ray as Nova, Herald of Galactus.
As Nova Herald of Galactus. And why is this blowing up? Because there's rumors leaking that when Galactus shows up in the Fantastic Four movie, it will be this character that we see first as a Herald.
Not Silver
And Silver
Surfer,
Surfer will come later, they said. So
Again, in
I like
my
that.
mind, I have wonderful ideas by how I would execute these things. And then let's see what happens.
Well, Cliff, don't we all? Don't we all have these wonderful ideas?
Yeah, because what I would like is like the Fantastic Four movie is kind of like a Fantastic Four movie, but like a little satellite or a probe or something that Galactus sends chooses Frankie Ray and turns her into Nova, and she's like, you don't understand, I have to prepare. And then like at the end of the movie, after they've dealt with whoever the hell they really need to deal with, right? You know, Frankie is like, you don't understand what I meant when I said we have to prepare. She's like, Galactus is coming. And then we cut to like Silver Surfer, you know, streaming through space or something.
I'm down for Silver Surfer, his story already happening. like already happened, and he'll come back later and retell it. But I would skip the whole him being stuck on Earth, all that stuff. I would just wipe that. That wouldn't be in there. Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees comes in at number 7. That's a new book right there. The Horath cover. The Fantastic Four Volume 1, number 164. Let's see why this is this a key? What is this?
Who's
Come
that on the
on,
cover? Is
cover
that
price.
Warlock?
I don't know who that is on the cover. White screen. First appearance of Crusader, Marvel Boy, and Frankie Ray before she
There you
becomes
go.
Nova. Very interesting. Raws are going for
Wow,
about
that I was gonna say, yeah, it's pretty easy to
for
find
near
that
mint,
book.
maybe about $70, $80.
Speculation people ruin everything.
$1,000 for a 9.8. Number 5, the classic Secret Wars number 8, first appearance of the symbiote. That's always up there. Number 4, Dazzler's still sticking around. We gotta love that Dazzler. Not her first appearance, but her first solo book.
Is that the cover
told
you
you guys
want
to
me
grab
to
it
do
when it
for
was
them, or the
10.
other cover?
No,
Yeah.
I want the first appearance cover. X-Men
No,
130.
he wants the other. Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I was just making sure.
Rob joined us from Fat Stacks of Comics. Avoid
What
the
up,
spec.
Rob? He
Thank
says-
you.
Wait, the spec.
You can never avoid the spec. You must learn to
No, I
tame the
believe in
spec.
Rob. I
Just
You have
believe
to
lean in
in
and
tame
Rob
the
the
spec.
spec.
You must develop discipline. Number 3, we got Spawn. Number 1, Spawn. I keep telling you, can't stop Spawn. Oh, there's 1 million of them. There's 2 million of them out there. In the top 10 every week, my friend. Every week. Dracula number 2. This is the thank you cover. 1 per store. That's blowing
Good
up.
Good
And
cover.
I wanted to get. I should have got this Black Cat one, but I don't think he had any more. But this is the AA, for he shall not be.
Don't
named.
say it.
He shall not be named. AA, one of the greatest of all time.
We should have.
This is the 1 in 25. 1 in 25 Black Cat.
We
Shout
should
out
have him
to
on and remove the curse.
AA. What does Raw Fast say? And there's an error variant. If you have it, sell now. Sell now. Get your money. Legion of Comics is what is happening, fellas. We are Legion. All right, those are the cover price top 10. Let's run quick over to the CVSI. Honorable mentions. They got All Top Comics number 16, CGC 4.5, sold for $3,600. Got the Jungle Lady.
The
What's that Jungle Lady?
octopus.
That's not a Jungle Lady, is it? No, it's just a regular bikini.
She's just yeah.
She's battling the octopus.
Matt Baker art.
All top means something different these days too, right?
For me, it does.
No.
That's right. I was
sorry.
setting up, Cliff. That was the softball.
All-Star Comics number 7, CGC went for CGC 5.0 went for $1,440. It's a classic little old school Green Lantern. This is the first time that Batman and Superman appear in a story together. So that has some significance right there.
Very nice.
They're 10. We have Jazz Legend number 1. Go dig into your dollar bin, y'all. Try to look for that Jazz Legend number 1, because this has been optioned for a TV show. And she also has an octopus on her head. That comes in.
Yeah.
Number 10. That costs about $10. G.I. Joe, a real American hero, number 1, coming in at number 9. People, I have the newsstand on my wall, thanks to Anthony. I have a very nice copy newsstand. I love that book.
Herb Trimpe
you got the
cover
Duke and
art.
Cobra. Yeah, you got Duke and Cobra Commander coming out, the Skybound universe, and also coming up November this month, Larry Hama's continuing the original series with issue 301. So there's a lot of buzz around G.I. Joe right now. Stranger number 1.
What the frick is that?
Scout Comics, man. Scout
Dude,
Comics.
we've been looking at this for weeks, and like my excitement
Yeah.
level has not changed. Like I'll watch the show when it comes out, but that's it.
It's going for about $10 to $12. There's your Amazing Spider-Man 36, 1 and 25. Selling for about 30. They had a high of 60. Void Rivals number 5, the 1 in 50 spoiler variant. Larry, if you're taking a look at that, Larry. I was just telling Larry about ratios and stuff like that because he didn't know what ratios were. Larry, this is a 1 in 50 ratio, which means the store had to order 50 copies of the regular cover just to order one of these bad boys right here. And this is going for about a high of 115. So it's going for double ratio. Yeah. It's dope. That's great. That's something you get slabbed. It's beautiful. Secret Wars 8.
I see this, every time I see this cover,
$200 raw.
Is RJ getting his signed and getting that one for free? I've told you that story before, I know, but
yeah, incredible.
Every
it's
time
great to be young.
Well, and Mike Zach's such a nice guy. So shout out to Mike Zach.
Amazing Spider-Man number 252 comes in at number 4. This is also considered the first appearance of the black suit. The story takes place after Secret Wars, but was released before Secret Wars. So Raws are hitting two. Huh?
Remember when Punchline came out? And technically,
yeah,
because of COVID and publishing issues, her first appearance came out after her first appearance.
Very similar. A 9.8 Canadian price went for $4,200. Marvel Zombies Black, White, and Blood, the 1 in 100 by Gabriel Del Otto.
I saw this cover. No, this is the Virgin one.
Going for 200 to 250, so it's doubling up right now.
Well, he's a fabulous artist, and it's a cool, gruesome cover.
It is. Number 2, Fantastic Four 244. We talked about that. And then Dracula number 1, the retailer. Thank you. All right. So let's go over all the new books so we can get to this race. I know you guys in the audience are waiting for this race.
This is where I see what I'm really getting hit with this week. So,
I don't have any books. I'm doing all right this week. Unless there's some DC book that I missed. But
I get some hype up music. Give me some hype up music. Give me some. Where is it? Give me some hype up. There we go. Is that it? Yes. All right, here we go. Here are your new comics coming out November 1st on Wednesday. Number 1, Detective Comics 1076. X-Men number 28.
Yeah, your mic sucks right now.
What's the problem here? All right. I keep complaining about my mic. How's it sound now?
That sounds clear now.
All right. I don't know.
I'm not complaining for you. I'm complaining for those listening at home.
I'm worried because this is the mic I record stuff with. So I hope there's nothing wrong with it. And it's just the system. All right. Venom number 27. These are my problems. These aren't your problems. I'm sorry. Venom 27. The Avengers number 7. Star Wars number 40. Scarlet Witch number 10. Ultimate Universe number 1. Doctor Strange number 9. Batman, Catwoman, The Gotham War, Scorched Earth number 1. King Spawn number 27. Spider-Boy number 1. Spirit World number 6. The Walking Dead Deluxe number 76. The Sacrificers number 4. Magneto number 4. Supergirl Special number 1. No One number 6. White Widow number 1. It's the Jeffverse number 1. Return of Superman 30th Anniversary Special number 1. Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 10. That's a yes. Gargoyles Dark Ages number 4. Blood Commandment number 1. That's a possible for me. Ghost Law number 6. Canary number 1. Godzilla Here There Be Dragons number 5. Untold Tales of I Hate Fairyland number 5.
That would be me.
Heat Seeker, a Gun Honey series number 4. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom Special number 1. Ranger Academy number 2. Usagi Yojimbo Ice and Snow number 2. That would be mine. The 1 in 10 looks fabulous. Masters of the Universe. What's the request?
Go back to Supergirl and show off the variants.
All right. Who gives this request?
Legion
Who
of
am I
Comics.
granting this request? Legion, I will grant your request. Supergirl special number 1. As soon as my wired-in internet shows up. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, don't think you got any.
They're gonna load. They're gonna load.
There we go. 1. You have a 1 in 50. Oh, they're just there they are. So you got the cover B, Frank. What's going on here? Okay, I lost it. Okay, it's back now. Cover
I'm
B.
not a big fan of all
Frank
these
Cho.
jackets.
Then we got Wheeljack cardstock. That's the C. That's very nice. I like that. Then you have another Wheeljack. It's the foil variant. Of course, you gotta have the foil. Cover E is the 1 in 25 Ramon Perez card stock variant, and cover F is the 1 in 50.
The one.
Amon
Yeah,
K.
the one
Yeah,
in
say
50
that name. Say that name.
Naulpam. I think that's how you say it.
I was gonna say, the 1 in 50 looks really good, but I am really tired of the jackets. Like, I'm like, they don't need these jackets. Why is Team Superman in jackets?
Jacket.
Like, Connor can have one. That's allowed.
No, let's get. Where were we? Here we are. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Masters of the Universe, Forge of Destiny, number 3. Number 4. Savage. Oh, my internet is just wilding out right now. Savage Red Sonja, number 1. Star Trek, The Strange New Worlds, the Scorpius run. Traveling to Mars, number 9. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, number 4. Grim Fairy Tales, number 77. The Midnight Show, number 2. Almost Dead, number 1. Tear Us Apart, number 3. Vampirella Dead Flowers, number 2. My Little Pony, number 18. My Hero Academia, number 405. Unnatural Order, number 1. Stranger Things, The Voyage, number 1. One Piece, number 1096. Alice Cooper, number 2. Star Wars Insider, number 222. Street Fighter Omega, number 1. The Space Between, number 1. Victory, number 5. Night of the Living Dead Kin, number 2. Sainted Love, number 2. A Haunting on Mars, number 1. Canary, number 6. Snow White Zombie Apocalypse, number 4. Saint Seiya, Knights of the Zodiac, Time Odyssey, number 2. Count Dante, number 4. My Little Pony, Camp Big Hoof, number 4. Midnight Western Theater, Witch Trial, number 2. Faceless in the Family, number 1. Be My Villain, number 86. Charm City, number 2. Mary Machine Gun, number 4. Prometheus in Chains, number 3. Jungle Comics 21. Miracle Kingdom, number 3. The Traveler's Guide to Flogoria, number 4. Under a Blood Red Moon, number 4. Titan Mouse of Might, number 5. Blue Exorcist, number 145. Dying Days, number 1. World of Betty and Veronica Jumbo Comics Digest, number 30. Beast of Bower Boulevard, number 2. Bombshell and Tom Tom, number 2. Shout out. We love the creator of this. Alpha Core, number 1. Covenant, number 80. Bootleg Spider-Man, number 2. What is this? You just want to get sued, don't you?
Oh.
Fielder, number 2. Stay Cool, number 1. Big Ethel Energy, season 2, number 37. The World of Tomorrow, number 4. Asterix 40, Asterix and the White Iris. Happy Astronaut, number 2. The Beano, 4210. Exit Bag, number 1. Goth Day, number 3. Blood Desert Annual, number 0. And last but not least, Extra Man, number 1.
Hilarious that the last book is Extra Man.
Goth Day #2 had a pretty crazy cover.
Right.
Like,
John Fimble says Tear Us Apart has a cover from his friend Alessandro Micelli. That is very cool.
Very nice. All right, it's time. It's time for the Duck Race. Everybody get tuned in. You're going to win books, all right? 10 books in total. We'll tell you after the race if you don't know what they are by now. All right, Cliff.
What are we doing
Whenever
for the
you wanna
race? 2 minutes,
start it.
22 seconds?
2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. Let's do 2 minutes.
Just 2 minutes? That seems so even.
You're an odd fellow, Cliff. Fine. 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I like. Let's
still
set
very
it.
even.
Which makes him odd. All right.
It's oddly even, and that's how I like it. And go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
They're all lined
here
up.
we go. And the Ducks are off, ladies and gentlemen. We have Canadian survivalist and Brian LCS out there in the lead. Angry Otter Comics is pulling up with a third. We have
Stacks
Phil
of Comics is my
Ailing in
pick.
number 4.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
Brian
Eric is
LCS
hanging
is
back.
pulling out. Canadian
That's Stacks of
survivalist.
Comics. That's my pick.
Phil Ailing's coming. Angry Otter's pulling in second now. 23 Munch is pulling up. We see you, 23 Munch. We see you. Got Eric Martinez and Ken Roland pulling in the middle. Oh, we got a three-way. We got 3. We got Brian LCS and Angry Otter Comics. 23 Munch. Oh, but Ken Roland's pulling up from behind. Oh, my
but
God.
Rob,
He's pulling up. Oh, my goodness. He's taking. Oh, Brian. Brian's losing steam. Come on, Brian. What are you doing, Brian? You got to get in there, Brian.
nah, we got a minute and 20 seconds happening.
Oh, Rob Fat
Now,
Stacks.
that's
pulled
Larry's
into the
turn to
lead.
come on.
Rob Fat Stacks. Ken pulling up with another duckling. Larry pulling up. Larry Jackson, second place. Rob Fat Stacks maintaining that lead. We got under a minute to go. Under a minute to go, ladies and gentlemen. This exciting race. For all these books. All these books. Look at these books. Yes.
Bob's had this lead for like a while now. He's about to like lose it here.
Yes, Cliff, show your books. Look at these books. Who will win all these fine books for this month?
30 seconds.
Ted,
Oh,
I'm telling
right
you, I'm going. Ooh, I'm gonna. I think Ken. I think Ken.
Ken is out in the lead.
well, yeah, but Ken's got 2.
No, purple.
20
Ken.
seconds. Oh, they're all pulling
Ken.
back now.
Purple
They're
Ken.
all pulling back.
Purple
Oh,
Ken.
come on, Larry.
It's
Oh,
gotta
oh,
be
Phil Ailing?
Oh, Ailing's like.
Ooh. Oh, Brian's coming
Rob
back.
Fat Stacks is coming. No, 5, 4,
Oh no, red
three.
Ken.
2,
Look at Ken going.
get
Like a star.
Sam, you'll be shipping these books out. Thank you very
I'm
much.
sure Ken would like to donate. We'll figure out where he wants to donate these books to. We'll have a good thing. He's out in Columbia. He's a good sport. Congratulations there, Ken Roland.
Donate them to Toys for Tots.
There you go. Ken, I will give you the option. We can ship these out to Columbia for you. Or we can
For 3 easy payments.
do it. We can get it.
Yeah.
Put this in a donation for an auction for Toys for Tots. We'll let you know. Jimmy Hatch is in the house. That's it. When we're done here, you got to get over to Barebone Cinema. Why? Because they dropped their Halloween movie. It's
Oh, they
out.
dropped it.
They
Okay.
dropped it. I'm going to watch it right after this. Go to Barebone Cinema on YouTube. And the name of the new one's called Oh, It's You. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. You guys go watch that right after this show. All right.
Icon.
Icon is on November 18th. The Council
He's
of
starting
Comics.
to drop day by day. There's an exclusive for the first 100 people in the door are getting a poster of the 9 guest artists. I'm one of them. And he's doing one by one, teaser of what's on the poster a day. We've gone through 5 now. I think I was today actually. So yeah. So if you want to see what it looks like ahead of time,
Well,
you're one
your
of the first hunter in the door. You get one.
Your Jubilee was today, and somebody's Beast
Jubilee
was
was me.
today.
Jubilee
Yeah,
was me.
I saw your Jubilee, and I saw somebody's Beast.
I think Christian's he didn't put up right away. Might have been Christian's. Christian was like number 2.
Okay.
But so yeah, there's 9 of us, and 5 are up so far.
All right. That's Icon, November 18th. Council Comics going to be there. We're going to be there live streaming.
And Izzyverse will be there.
And who?
Izzyverse will be there.
Oh, nice,
Izzyverse
very
will be
nice.
there.
Yeah,
Very
so
nice.
so there will be comic book community
Yeah.
cohesion
Make
there.
sure you come over to the Council of Comics little section. We can get you on
I
film.
have
get
to,
you
I
on
have
the
to
green
bounce
screen.
back and forth. I'm bringing one of my kids to watch my table when I come over.
That's right. We got plenty that we can all go around. We'll send people over to your table. You come to our table.
Absolutely. Well, I think it would be kind of cool if we did like
also-
a scavenger hunt too. But that's
Yeah.
just me.
Also on November 11th, the Newburgh Toy Show is going on. Shout out to Toy Games. He's and his people are throwing the Newburgh Toy Show. It's literally the biggest toy show in the area that we have around here. If you're in the Newburgh area, come check it out. November 11th.
Crap, I'm gonna get
I will
steaks.
be out
Go.
there. I'll be out there like looking for some deals and doing a little.
I'll probably get out there that one.
Yeah,
That
me
was
and Phil
fun.
always meet up over there.
I always run into you when I go to it, but I can't go to this one. Like I said, I'm doing the state tournament, and it's the same weekend. So
All right, let me give shout outs to everybody who's in there. Shout out to Evils Comics. Shout out to Angry Otter. Shout out to Larry Jackson. Shout out to Black Crown Comics. Shout out Collecting with Durs. Thank you for showing up. John Fimble, thank you for showing up. Brian LCS in the house. Thank you for showing up. Eric Martinez, thank you for showing up. Very, very loyal. We appreciate it. Trev, the shipping guru, thank you for showing up. Phil Ailing, thank you for showing up. Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics, thank you for showing up. Legion of Comics, thank you for showing up. We appreciate all you guys. Ken Rollon, our winner tonight, thank you for showing up. Another loyal fan of the show. And Jimmy Hatcher, thank you for showing up. Bare Bones Cinema. All right, that's our show for tonight. What a show. It was a great, great time. Remember, tomorrow we're going to be at the shop from about 4 to 7:30. So we do our filming for New Comic Book Day. Come on through if you want to have a little cameo or something like that. We'll throw you in there. Also, be back on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, where we're going to go over planes, trains, and automobiles with John Candy and Steve Martin, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve Martin. That's the film. That's your homework for this week, Council. And then be back next month. What happened?
I was just gonna say her first baby came out sideways. My favorite part of the whole movie.
And then come back on Monday, and we'll do this all over again. But it's a new month next Monday, so we got new books for you guys to win ducks for, and we're gonna start all over. All right. So for myself, for Cliff, for Phil, for Green Shirt Guy, for Jimmy Hatcher down there, his movie's releasing today, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we thank you, we love you, see you next time, peace.